This is Harry Judd for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm delighted to be joined by El Animal, Filip Hrgović. How are we?
Hey, what's up? I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, not bad at all. The long wait for the IBF final eliminator is finally happening. You're facing Zhang next week on the AJ Usyk undercard. How does that feel finally to get that over the line?
I feel good. I feel excited. Long wait. Can't believe that finally happening. And yeah, I feel good.
Both unbeaten fighters. What do you rate of Zhang? What do you make of him?
I think he's a good fighter. He's, like you said, undefeated. He has big amateur career. And southpaw, he's big guy. He has pretty fast hands for a big guy. And I think he's a good opponent, good test for me at this stage of my career.
What do you make of fighting in Saudi? Is it somewhere you fought before, or is this your first time?
I fought already on Usyk-Joshua undercard a few years ago. I fought there already, so this, second time.
Well, what would you make of it? Because there is a lot of criticism with fights going out there, etc. What do you make of the whole experience?
I felt great there. I didn't feel anything of this going on there. People were really friendly, and the atmosphere was great. And I think all the best out Saudi Arabia. I didn't feel anything strange there.
Like I said, it's been a while for this to go over the line. Obviously, the first fight between you both was unfortunately postponed. Now it's happening in Saudi, but you've been trying for a while to get opponents to get this final eliminator over the line. Why do you think you're so avoided as a heavyweight?
There's a few reasons. First reason is straight right hand. Second reason is left hook. Just joking. Of course, I think everyone know I'm dangerous and I'm a hard fight for everyone. And the second reason, I don't bring too much money on the table at this stage of my career. So everyone who want to, they want a lot more money to fight with me, because I'm a hard fight for everyone. So we couldn't make that deal, but now Zhang is a good opponent, good fight for me, and I'll get what I ask for.
If you do win that fight, you do become mandatory challenger for the belt held by Usyk. Obviously, the big clash next week. He fights AJ in the rematch. How do you think that fight will go? And if it does go Usyk's way, obviously we've got the Tyson Fury thing looming over. Yeah, how do you think that fight will go first of all with AJ Usyk?
It will be great fight. They're both really motivated. Great fight. I think we can expect great fight. I don't know how it go, but if I become mandatory, and there's a lot, like you said, there's a lot of different scenarios after. We have Fury, we have a lot of other mandatories. So I don't know what's gonna be the case if I become IBF mandatory. So, but it's important for me to become and to put myself in the line and to wait my chance.
And if you were going to put a prediction on the AJ Usyk fight, how do you think it will go between them two?
I don't know. I think Joshua will be much better now. I think he did not so good in the last fight. He just didn't start to throw his hands, and I think he'll be better. But of course, Usyk will be better as well because he beat him already, and he's fighting not only for himself but for his whole country. So I think it will be a great fight. We will see. Of course, Usyk has a edge in this fight because he beat him already, but you can't write off Joshua. He's a big puncher. He's a dangerous guy.
The things we've seen recently on social media, I think a picture or video came out today of Usyk on a heavy bag. The sheer size of Usyk, how much he's bulked up. Do you think that will be positive or negative for Usyk, especially in the way he fights?
I didn't saw that video, but I don't know how much weight he gained for this fight. But I think he should not put the weight on for this fight. I think he should stay like he was. That's his way of fighting. He's fast. He's throw a lot of punches, and I think he should stick to his weight. That's my opinion, but I don't know. Maybe he put just some filters on the video. Maybe it's not true.
It's all just social media editing. And if you are obviously successful, like I said, it does put you in a mandatory position. How do you fare against Usyk or Joshua in those fights?
I want to fight any one of them, and I feel ready for anyone. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Like we said, there's a lot of different scenarios, and we'll see, But I'm ready. I feel ready for anyone.
Like I said, it was difficult to get an opponent over the line. You were looking. I mean, first of all, it was Joe Joyce's name was being thrown around. One of the fights which has been announced recently is the Joseph Parker and Joe Joyce fight. You fought both of them. You fought Joseph Parker and also Joe Joyce. Was it the World Boxing Series? You boxed Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
So again, in a good place to make a good opinion. What do you make of that fight?
I think it's a really good fight, and I'm glad that this kind of fights happening, that people not avoiding each other's, and hard fight for both of them. But I'll give Joyce edge in that fight. I think he's maybe at the beginning, maybe Joseph Parker takes some rounds because he's faster. He has faster hands, but later on, Joyce, he's just done stopping, and I think he take over the fight in the later rounds.
Do you think it's dangerous for Joe Joyce? I mean, there are some criticism on the way he fights. I mean, he's a come forward fighter. He seems to take a lot of shots, but especially give a lot of punches across. That seems to be the way he fights. Is that a dangerous way to fight against such a big hitter like Joseph Parker?
I don't think Joseph Parker is such a huge puncher. I mean, he can punch, but he's not such a huge puncher, So I think, I don't know. Like I said, he has faster hands. He'll give him problems with that. But I don't know, can he knock him out? I didn't see so much devastating knockouts from Joseph Parker. And Joseph has really good chin and great stamina. He just coming and he's not stopping, So, and we saw, I saw Joseph Parker in some fights that he's guessing out. in later rounds, and we saw that with Chisora, and I don't know. I just feel this Joy's pressure, I don't know, will be too much, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
A name you mentioned there was Derek Chisora. This has been in the past couple of days. There's been lots of toing and froing from these two fights on social media. Tyson Fury is trying to pencil in the third fight, the trilogy fight between Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora. Is that a fight that we would like to see again? See how convincing the second one was?
No, I don't see. I don't understand if this fight happened. That make no sense. Fury beat him decisively 2 times, and I don't know why why he want to fight Chisora, but you never know with Tyson Fury. He say one thing one day and another thing another day, so we'll see. But definitely, I think he should not retire. Like he said, he will do. He should continue fighting and go for the unification with the winner of AJ Usyk.
That's definitely the fight we want. And finally, then, one of his old, one of the trilogy fights that he currently has had is with Deontay Wilder. There's been speculation on whether he will return. There's been rumors of him fighting Helenius likely in October. October the 15th is something that has been scattered around. You've sparred Deontay Wilder. I saw a recent tweet that you sparred each other in 2013. Would you like to see him come back, first of all?
Of course, he's good for boxing. He was a former champion. He's a big puncher. He bring a lot of excitement in the division. So I think he should continue fighting if his health is good, and whoever he fights, it's a big fight because he's big puncher.
What was it like sparring him?
I did really good sparring with him, but I was kid at that time. I was like 19 or 20 years old. So I can do much better now.
And if AJ and Deontay Wilder boxed each other, I mean, there's been no real speculation or any plans in which if AJ does lose the fight, I think even if AJ loses, we still love to see him in. There are still some massive fights out there for both of AJ and Usyk. Who would come out on top if Wilder and AJ boxed each other later on?
Who?
Who would come out on top? Who would win that one? AJ and Wilder.
AJ Wilder. I don't know, man. Wilder. I think Wilder is not such a great boxer, but he's dangerous for everyone because he's a big puncher. So you never know with Wilder.